I think there's a couple of names that people never really heard of that are going to be, fighting for reverse grid podiums and things like that. So really looking forward to the start of the year for them.
The 2025 British Touring Car Championship season is just around the corner. During the off-season, there's been plenty of changes up and down the grid, with teams improving their packages and drivers returning to the series or moving operations. However, there are 3 rookies on the grid this year, making their BTCC debut. This short preview will provide a nice introduction so you can get to know them before the start of the season. It goes without saying, make sure you do subscribe to the channel for some of the best British touring car content on YouTube, as I provide exclusive interviews to all your favourite drivers up and down the grid. There's plenty for you to enjoy, so go and check out my other videos after this one, of course. First up, we've got Charles Rainford, who is driving for West Surrey Racing, one of the biggest teams in British touring car history. He's a bit of a rear-wheel drive expert, being in the Porsche Carrera Cup for the last however many years, so he's no stranger to the TOCA package and the high level of competition that it always does provide, no matter the series. He's very much a passionate motorsport fan as much as he is a driver, in the sense that he competes in a lot of historic racing. He's done a lot of that in the past, but he's been a front runner in Porsches for the last however many years, being a vice champion.
In a really strange way. The livery looks amazing. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. All the tests we've done so far has been on Alliance Day, so we've had a lot of the other big teams there as well. It'd be really interesting to see with everyone else here today. Obviously, you can't get too much from testing in terms of position. You don't know what's going on with everyone else, so we're just going to focus on ourselves the next 2 days, going into media day as well, and just see where we are, but just keep learning, really.
Next up, we've got James Dorlan, who joins Toyota Gazoo Racing for 2025. Once again, someone who's no stranger to the TOCA package. You have to go a little bit further back for when he last raced on the BTCC weekends. He was in the Renault Clio Cup, when Matt used to support for touring cars. He's gone off and done some high-level GT racing, but again, he's a great example of a driver who he's achieved plenty in his career, but has had that long-term desire to compete in the British touring cars. Once again, highlighting its mass popularity, not just among fans, but drivers as well.
There's nothing quite like the BTCC, is there? Is this something that you've always aimed to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, obviously during the Clio Cup period of my career, touring cars was then the next obvious step. And then I had the opportunity to join McLaren and get into GTs, and for me that was obviously then the route I chased and had some success. But yeah, now the opportunity came up with Toyota, and I just knew I had to make it work. So I'm really happy to be here and excited to see what's ahead.
Last but certainly not least, we have Maximus Hall, who joins Unlimited Motorsport driving one of their Cupras for this season. Max burst onto everyone's attention, I would say, last season in the JCW Mini Challenge, taking plenty of race wins and finishing runner-up in the championship behind Dan Zelos. A great year all round. Previously, he'd competed in the Coopers and the Junior Saloon Car Championship as well. So he's a front-wheel drive touring car expert, really. He's once again made headlines. He topped the times at Croft, competing with some of the real front-runners in the championship. And he's got high aspirations going into this year.
Yeah, it was a really good couple of days. Just did loads of laps, set some decent times. Yeah, it was really good.
Good stuff. Obviously, it was the first sort of opportunity where pretty much the whole grid were together. That is pretty big, because stuff starts to become real for you guys, but also you have a little bit of a comparison compared to the competition, I suppose, don't you?
Yeah, it's I love it when we all get the official test days, because there's so many of us testing at the same time, so you have a good idea where you'll be. Obviously, some teams wouldn't have had their boost fully turned up and wouldn't have been on new tyres, but we got a bit more left in the car, so looking forward to it.
So there you have it. There are your 2025 BTCC rookies. Who are you most looking forward to seeing on track this year? Make sure you do comment below. As well as that, make sure you do go subscribe to the channel and have a look at what other content we've been producing. Exclusive driver interviews out there. And as I said, some of the very best British touring car content out on YouTube. Media Day coming next week. There'll be exclusive driver interviews from Matt, so you don't want to miss out on those. Until then, I've been your host, Louis Hedge. Thank you very much for watching.